The quantum moon. In a world not governed by the linear constraints of time, Serafina was a being beyond comprehension. She was known by many names, and to many people, she existed only as a myth, a force of nature beyond the reach of mortal understanding. She was the January moon, but more than that, she was the wolf moon, the old moon, the ice moon, and the snow moon. Serafina knew what most could not even begin to understand: the past, the present, and the future could all exist simultaneously. She was a quantum being, a soul woven into the very fabric of time, able to transcend its boundaries. It was in this infinite space between moments that she discovered her true power. She could vibrate on different quantum frequencies, embodying any version of herself she chose. Each frequency brought with it a new name, a new essence. Each name held a different facet of the moon's ever-changing nature, and Serafina knew how to connect to all of them through a mysterious force called Hallergam. The Hallergam was an ancient energy field, existing beyond the physical realm, a bridge between the quantum worlds. It allowed Serafina to tap into the infinite possibilities of her being and to become any version of the moon she desired. When she needed to summon the wolf moon, she vibrated at the frequency of hunger and survival, tapping into the primal energy of the wolves that roamed the frozen forests of ancient lands. She felt the wind howling through the trees, the deep call of the wolves that echoed in her soul. She could see the pale glow of the moon shining down on their snowy trails as they hunted, moving through the night with wild grace. When Serafina wished to be the old moon, she tuned herself to the frequency of wisdom and memory, becoming the silent observer of history. The old moon had witnessed the rise and fall of civilizations, the ebb and flow of time, and the cycles of rebirth. As the old moon, Serafina could perceive moments of time like a river flowing, seeing not just the present, but every moment that had come before and every potential future that lay ahead. She could touch the memories of those long gone, feel the weight of their hopes and fears, and carry their wisdom with her in the eternal now. The ice moon came when Serafina vibrated at the frequency of winter's chill. She could feel the cold seep into her bones, the stillness of the frozen world surrounding her. The ice moon was a harbinger of harsh winters, where the world stood still under a blanket of snow, frozen in time. But Serafina knew that within the cold was a quiet power, an energy that preserved life in its most fragile state. The ice moon was a symbol of endurance, of standing firm against the storm, of finding beauty in stillness. Finally, when she desired to become the snow moon, she connected to the frequency of purity, of renewal. The snow moon fell softly on the earth, blanketing everything in white. It was a time for new beginnings, for cleansing and transformation. Serafina felt the gentle touch of snowflakes on her skin, each one a symbol of rebirth and change. Under the snow moon, everything could start anew, untouched by the past, yet holding the potential for the future. She could shift between all these names, these identities, with a single thought, for she was not bound by the constraints of time. The past, present, and future were threads woven together in a single tapestry, and Serafina could walk along each thread with ease. As she stood under the sky, she saw the wolf moon rise in the east, the cold light casting long shadows over the land. It was a time for reflection, for tapping into the wild energy that lived inside her. She smiled, knowing that with a mere breath, she could become the old moon, the keeper of time's secrets. Another breath, and she would become the ice moon, feeling the pulse of the frozen earth beneath her feet. And with yet another breath, she could become the snow moon, ready to renew and transform the world. To Serafina, it was all the same. The names she wore were simply the different frequencies she tuned to, the different facets of her vast and infinite self. But to the world, she was a mystery, a celestial being whose power was unmatched, whose presence brought both awe and fear. She moved through time like a shadow, never fully belonging to one moment or another, but always aware of the potential of each. One day, a mortal, a scholar named Elias, stumbled upon a hidden cave deep in the mountains. Inside, he discovered ancient texts that spoke of a being who could control the moon itself, a being who existed across time and space. The texts were written in strange symbols, and the language seemed to change with each line, as though the words themselves shifted to reflect different moments in time. Elias, captivated by the idea of the quantum moon, became obsessed. He sought to find this mysterious being, believing that if he could connect with her, he would unlock the secrets of the universe. He journeyed far and wide, learning the ways of the ancient texts, and slowly, he began to understand the true nature of Serafina. He understood that to find her, he needed to reach beyond time itself, to vibrate on a frequency that would bring him in tune with her essence. One cold winter's night, under the light of the wolf moon, Elias meditated, his mind focused on reaching the frequency of the quantum moon. As he vibrated at the proper quantum level, he felt a surge of energy, a presence, and suddenly, Serafina appeared before him. Her form shimmered and changed as she shifted between her names, the wolf moon, the old moon, the ice moon, the snow moon, each manifestation rippling like a wave through the fabric of reality. Elias, in awe, realized that the being before him was not just one entity, but a living embodiment of time itself. "Why do you seek me, mortal?" Serafina asked, her voice like the wind in the trees. "I seek to understand," Elias said, his voice trembling. "I seek to know the secret of time, to unlock its mysteries." Serafina smiled, her eyes glowing with the light of the moon. "Time is not a secret to be unlocked, Elias. It is a dance, a vibration. The past, present, and future exist all at once, waiting to be understood by those who can see beyond the veil. But remember, to know all of time is to be lost in it. To move between moments is to lose the ability to truly live in one." Elias, filled with wonder, understood her words, but knew he could never fully comprehend her existence. The quantum moon was a being beyond time, and he was just a fleeting mortal, searching for answers in a universe that was as vast and mysterious as the stars themselves. And so, as the wolf moon rose higher in the sky, Serafina faded into the night, leaving Elias to contemplate the nature of time, knowing that he would never truly grasp its infinite depths. But perhaps, in his heart, he had come a little closer to understanding the dance of the universe.